Good morning, ninth class students. Today we will discuss about chapter number 6, tissue. Students, as you have earlier studied about the cell and the tissue, cell is the smallest functional unit of our life. About tissue, tissue is nothing. It is the group of cells performing a specialized function. Students, as we all know that plants are living beings because they grow, they respire and perform their own food. How is it possible for the plants to do such activities? This is all because of the presence of different type of tissues present in plants called plant tissues. Mainly in this video, we will discuss about plant tissues. Based on the power of division, the plant tissues are of two types. First one is meristematic tissue and second is permanent tissue. First of all, we should know about the meristematic tissue. Meristematic came from the Greek word meritos, which means division. The meristematic tissue is that which undergoes continuous division throughout the life of the plant, or we can say that the main focus of the meristematic tissue is the growth of the plant. Here we will discuss about different characteristics of the meristematic tissue. Firstly, we have to know about the occurrence of the meristematic tissue. See this texture of the plant. The portion of the plant which is under the ground is called root, and above the ground is called stem. The upper part of the stem is called shoot. The plant grows vertically as well as horizontally. Also see this diagram. This is a small seed. This turns into the plant and plant grows into a large tree. How is it possible a small seed grows into a large tree? This is all because of the presence of meristematic tissue. As meristematic tissue present on the growing region of the plant, it grows continuously throughout the life and helps in the growth of the plant vertically as well as horizontally. Next character is the shape. The meristematic cells can be rounded, oval or rectangular. Any of them may be the shape of the cells of meristematic tissue. Next very interesting point is no intercellular spaces. What are intercellular spaces? The spaces among the cells of any tissue which I have shown in the diagram with the yellow color, these are the intercellular spaces. These are the intercellular spaces, but in case of meristematic tissue, there are no intercellular spaces among the cells because the cells are compactly arranged, or you can say the cells are tightly packed. This is shown in the diagram. Next, no vacuoles are present in meristematic tissue. As we know that the function of vacuole is first the storage of food and second is to support the plant. What meristematic tissue needs neither of the two. So we can say that vacuoles are absent in the meristematic tissue. Nucleus is prominent, means nucleus is clearly visible in the cells of the meristematic tissue, and cells are thin walled. As we know that cells are always dividing. There is no time for the cellulose to deposit. So the result is that the walls of these cells are thin. The next point is, when we compared the meristematic cell with the other cells, these are small in size. As we know that they divide so fast that they cannot grow between the successive divisions, as the cells remain small. Because the cells are so small, the protoplasm in the cell is also dense, and this dense protoplasm of the or cytoplasm of the cell has more mitochondria. These are the organelles. We have studied in 8th class mitochondria, which are also known as the powerhouse of the cell. They provide much energy to the cell, which is further needed for cell division. So students, these are all about the different important characters of meristematic tissue. In next video we will study about the different types of the meristematic tissue. I hope you understand. Thank you so much.